Good evening, this is Living World of Darkness, New York Vampire Venue. Tonight we have a couple scenes in the queue. First scene will be introduction of a new vampire to the city, and we'll take it from there. We will start at the Elysium with Mr. Budge and that new person. Go ahead.
Yes.
So anybody who comes into the Elysium will see there's Mr. Budge the Harpy, and there's somebody new near him. So it is good to have you here, Mr. Samuel Mason.
Oh, I must say it's a pleasure to be here. It's a hell of a way to spend first week in New York.
I would like to tell you that there's two elders of our clan at the moment in the city. One, Mr. Brooks, the other is Leo Galante. Mr. Galante has called for a meeting. The Ventrue will choose a primogen. And I need to tell you a couple things before you go out and do what you do in the city. Firstly, the rack of our city is the Hell's Kitchen.
Ah, I see.
We are in Manhattan. You can go out of the Manhattan if you wanted to, but of course the prince does not offer protection outside of Manhattan. The Brooklyn, Queens are fine, but we don't recommend you to go to Bronx or the Staten Island. The enemy is in Staten Island. And in the Bronx there are things that we don't know about. The Harlem, along with East Harlem, is Bruja domain. Columbia University is the domain of the Bruja primogen. The Battery Park is the Ventrue domain, but there are some speculations about the Ventrue domain. The Ventrue elder Leo Galante says that do not go to the Battery Park for now because of the war effort. And there was a club called Devil's Playground, belongs to the Justinian de Conte, and he will tell you the remaining domains of the Setites, himself, and them all.
Ah, I see. Well, I'll make sure to stay out of harm's way, and yeah, I'll see if I can get some work done in Hell's Kitchen.
He nods and he looks at the door. There's somebody else.
Emily walks in the door and she's again she's wearing her normal loose clothing, but seems to be not sneaking, but seems to be move a bit faster and get seated somewhere out to the side a bit faster than she would normally do, and she does this weird thing where she takes a while to sit down as she gets comfortable, or as comfortable as she can get in her current state, shall we say. And she's looks around for a couple of times, looks over at Mr. Budge, but she can see that he's busy for the moment. So she doesn't know the other person, so she's not gonna go in and disturb them. Not at this point. She'll look around. She thinks about maybe getting something to drink, and then she thinks better of it, and again looks a little pissed. as she sits there and waits.
The the man who's near Mr. Budge will take a phone call, go outside, and see that Mr. Budge will come near Emily. The Miss Stevenson, it is a pleasure to see you.
Likewise, she gets up and shakes his hand.
Mhm.
Uh,
You see, he smiles to you a little bit flirtatiously, and he says, "So you look a little bit off today."
she quickly does this, and you can see that there's probably a little bit of ash in the corners of her mouth. She tries desperately to get away. Yeah, I'm having a hard time at the moment. I'm sure you've heard of my she
I did. I did.
yeah. One hound gone is not a good thing. Two is a real problem. But yeah, one of
Two?
those. Apparently, and she looks a little dumbfounded, and I heard that James Mercy was the victim of a Sabbat or of an attack. But
Who told you that? I never heard that. It's
well, it was I think it was Justinian. Yeah, it was last night.
mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's probably just happened. But
It's sadness to be lost two hounds.
yeah, and there was a little other thing. Uh, she, I had to change my diet recently, and I hope this will change back into normal soon.
I do hope so as well.
Yeah. It's I don't know if Mr. Budge has already seen something at her back, but he
Oh
might
yeah,
be able to spot it.
he checked it as normal.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
He says that is there something wrong with your pants?
Not my pants. She just my family association. When we lose our tempers, sometimes it um, certain things happen.
Heard that? I never heard that.
Well, it's hopefully temporary. It's not really an issue.
Temporary.
I hope so. Mr. LeJours, it is a pleasure to see you again.
Pleasure to see you, Mr. Budge.
How are you, Mr. LeJours?
Much better than I was last month. Thank you for asking.
I heard, and I am really sorry for what happened. I am glad that you come back.
I'm glad the city stood up for me. Thank you for your efforts, everyone.
I heard it was the Madame Moreau who saved you. But I don't know if we never heard the story of how she saved you.
I haven't met her since I came back. I've been looking for her everywhere.
After she saved you, she has been captured again by the Sabbath. The Seneschal was really sad. He wanted to make sure that her story of how you get rescued wanted to be heard, but she's captured.
I considered this information was not really passed to me, but it is a life boon. So anything I can do to bring her back, I'm in.
I will write it if she is not dead already. He says it with he doesn't say it with a sarcastically. He says it with a fake sadness.
Yeah.
And I will inform, but we don't know. I will inform her if I see her again. This was kind of sarcastic. That one, the last time, he just said it a little bit sarcastically.
Is there any? Does he seem like he knows something he shouldn't know?
Pardon?
Does he seem like he knows something he shouldn't
Oh
know?
no. He doesn't look. He doesn't look like that.
Okay. I'll look around. I guess I'll see I'll see Emily. Pleasure to see you again. And then I'll see this new person sitting in the scene.
The Chris. Oh, see, the Chris just take 10 minutes. So you're waiting for him.
He's having a very in-depth phone call.
Yeah, right now, I see he's having a phone call.
Doors of the Elysium will open, and the by now familiar figure of Rose, with her hood up and her veil in front of her face, is seen in the doorway. She'll close the door behind her, carefully, almost trying to not make a sound, and she'll throw back the hood and the veil. She walks in and walks towards the group.
Miss Rose, it is a pleasure to see you again. I have missed you.
Mr. Budge, it has been a while.
You know,
How
I
have
am.
how have your nights been?
As they will, it's as it always been. I'm working really hard for our city.
It's a shame we rarely get to see that hard work. It happens when you work behind screens, I'm sure.
Yes, I always work behind screen. Miss Rose.
Well, thank you very much for all your hard work. We appreciate the effort so much.
Thank you so much.
Now, if you would give me a moment, Mr. LeJours, it is so good to see you again.
Good
I
to
heard
see
you were taken.
and brutalized. Yes.
Yes,
I think
I am terribly sorry.
I came back a little bit stronger for it, psychically at least.
Well, that is at least a small benefit for all your suffering. I hope you feel better now and that you are ready to, well,
I am recovering and I am ready, and I'm glad you made it. I have a bit of questions to go through with you if possible.
of course.
There may be some boons going from my way to yours through Mr. Budge probably. And I look at Mr. Budge as well. He's our boon warden. And I look at the new guy that just came in. New person to our city. Christopher?
Yeah, Sam has been kind of watching everyone else filter in before making a stand or any announcements. But when you turn to him, he perks up a little bit.
Ladies and gents, may I represent the Samuel Mason, neonate from Clan Neonate. He has recently Clan Ventrue. He has recently Clan Neonate. What the fuck?
I am located.
It's like Clan of Nerds. Like he's from the Clan Ventrue. He actually laughs to his mistake, and he says, "He's new in our city."
Pleasure to meet you all.
The Mr. Nathan. This is Miss Rose, who's Ancilla from Clan Bruja, He is the Primogen of Clan Blue, huh?
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Mason.
This is the Miss Emily Stevenson. She is a neonate from Clan Gangrel.
She'll give a firm handshake. A pleasure. Welcome. Yeah, you can do a quick perception alertness.
Okay. I just need to check my perception alertness rating. I think I know what it is. Okay, yep. I'll roll it. Come on, dice stream. Oh yeah.
Something's wrong with her back or her butt or something. There's something moving, or something strapped along her side or something.
Now she knows how we guys feel all the time, all our
Just-
life.
Just 180 degrees somehow.
Right.
And this is lastly, this is the John LeJours neonate from Clan Toreador.
Nice to meet your acquaintance.
He
Samuel?
is Whip of Clan Toreador as well.
Oh,
I'll
it's,
stand up or not.
Sam will give you a very vigorous, enthusiastic handshake. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. I return the handshake.
Well, hopefully we can all work well together. I hear. Got a bit of a problem down south. I do live to serve.
Well,
And, how long you intend to stay in the city, or you're moving in, or just visiting us, or?
Oh, I'll be staying for a good little while.
Excellent. We were running short on Ventrues, and I guess we get 2 in 1 week.
Yeah, I haven't met the new one yet. I'm sure it'll be an experience. Yeah.
She is an
roll me-
interesting person. As
Roll
if
me,
there's ever an uninteresting Ventrue.
you know the Tobias is also Ventrue.
Yeah. I hope what I said came out as a flattery and not as an
Oh yeah, it does. It does. He just nods and smiles to you and looks like kind of weirdly to the Mason at the first time, but smiles again.
so go ahead.
So I'll second. There's a thing I just need to discuss with Rose a little bit. Just give me a couple minutes, and I'll walk a little bit away with Rose, and point to Emily to join us.
She'll just nod and follow the two.
So we have this item that we acquired. Each one of us has one, and we would like you to examine it for us. I just prefer we don't take it out here, since it's an unknown entity. I don't know what it is. It's not a normal item. I prefer we head to my restaurant. I wouldn't mind bringing that new Ventrue with us. He doesn't have to be in on the conversation, but then we can at least observe him and
I can always
Get to
have a look
evaluate
at
them.
it.
I have my Escalade outside. Who's a driver? We can always head to the restaurant, and I can bring you back after.
That would make it faster than having to go walk.
Okay.
Do we really want to bring more people into this? Emily looks tired, more tired than before.
Uh, I would say strengths in numbers, strengths in fodders. He doesn't
Okay,
have to know what we're talking
okay,
about.
okay, fine. But if we're facing that thing again,
I
no,
don't.
no, no, don't even, no, no. Okay, yeah.
I think it's
Why
done.
not?
I
Why not?
don't think we.
Why not? Emily seems a little more on edge than normal. She just, all right, fine. If you
Can I,
can,
Hamachan, can I try and use one of my skills, leadership or something, to try and convince Emily that her tail looks fantastic?
It wouldn't be
No,
leadership, it would
no.
be.
Yeah,
What would it
like
be?
you can roll like
Advancing
charisma,
empathy.
empathy to like calm
Yeah.
her down.
come on, Budge.
Okay, I can try that. Just like there's a phone call. Hello, Crane speaking.
Well, it sounds like the two of you, have quite a tale to tell.
Um, Emily just freezes for a couple of moments.
You
She
sleep in
doesn't look at
some.
Rose at that point. She just looks up at the veil and, yeah, more than one. I need to talk with you about some other things as well, but yeah.
I can see. Are you all right?
Frankly, no, but now is not the place.
So, I'll walk back to Sam. I go. We have a little bit of a business to discuss. I need to show something in my club to Rose. And I would love it if you would tag along with us so we can introduce you to the city, to each other. I also extend the invitation to Mr. Budge, but he seems to not get too involved in our little small stories.
I'm sure our dear Harpy is very well acquainted with the city. But of course, if there's any excitement.
Not hopefully. Well,
You'll just hear. I mean, if Emily can hear that, you're talking by yourself, right? You're not talking in Emily's presence, are you?
no, Emily's presence. Yeah.
Oh, I get that.
I think
Well,
this is a
she is
public
present.
conversation, but it's between the two of these people. It's between
Fair
Sam.
Well, the three of all of us are standing. I'm talking in front of Budge as well. I mean, he hears us. I'm extending the invitation to him, but I kind of
That
know
as
ahead
you
of time.
say, well, if there's excitement, and then dot dot dot, you'll just hear,
Oh,
and then you'll see a face palm from Emily. She's just,
sorry, I missed it. Do we, hey JC, do we get to, can I do any role to make Emily not feel so self-conscious about the tale?
Charisma, empathy.
Charisma, empathy. Charisma, empathy. 3 and 3.
You have enchanting voice, so it will help.
Yes. Does that add or does it reduce the difficulty?
If you know, of course, it just reduces the difficulty.
Okay, so I'll roll 6 dice for empathy and manipulation. Charisma, sorry. Not bad.
Yeah, like you have 5 successes. Just tell, tell us how you calm Emily down.
If I was to pick anything, it would be a tiger, and having any parts from a tiger on out to one, I would just I would pay money to have something like this grafted. It's a
Emily
beautiful
will.
thing. It's too bad that it's not socially expected, but it is very socially accepted,
She
at
she
least in
just
our
does
circles.
this kind of this thing as she gets closer to John. Just thanks a lot. I just don't. I mean, thanks, but I just don't want to advertise too much about it. All right.
Sure.
But thank you. I mean, I guess that could be worse. I mean, it could be in my face or something, but
Yeah, it could have been another animal. Tiger is one of the most beautiful animals out there. Well,
thanks. But yeah, she
could have been a
kind of
raccoon.
clears her throat and she's, but thanks.
And then we'll so we'll head to the Escalade outside. I guess we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people. That should be enough, and then a driver.
Yeah, but depends on whether or not someone who might be Mr. Brooks enters.
I am happy to enter right now.
Just the four of us are leaving at this point, but
Oh, wonderful. Great timing. Mr. Brooks, however, nonetheless, not knowing if you're all leaving, enters the Elysium, dressed in suit as always, and immediately walks over to Budge and Rose, in the other order. So first Rose and then Mr. Budge.
Mr. Brooks, I heard you were back in town.
Yes, I thought it wise, seeing our current situation, to leave a message that I'm back.
It's always a pleasure to see your face again.
Did anything happen that I should be aware of recently? You're willing to share, Paladin Rose?
New York is a city that never sleeps. Everything happens all the time. I'm afraid
I
you'll have
guess
to be more specific.
that must be true.
But you might
Well,
be interested in hearing that, unfortunately, we lost a few people, but we gained someone new. One of
yes,
yours.
I know an elder who entered the city, or are you referring to Gwen?
Well, actually both of them, but no, there is someone else as well. She looks aside to Mr. Mason. But I think maybe Mr. Budge can introduce him better than I can.
Mr. Brooks
Yeah.
is indeed surprised, and then looks at Mr. Budge.
Mr. Budge, he smiles, but like he is very respectful towards Mr. Brooks, and he says, "Mr. Brooks, dear, New York is shiner. It's better with you around. It is a pleasure to have you again, sir."
Well, that must have felt like I've never left. I just had to do some things. Anyway, I heard there was a new arrival, one of our own blood.
Yes. The
Sam takes.
the
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, guys. My internet was kind of shaky at the
Right.
time. So if anybody was speaking, I'm sorry for interrupting.
That's fine.
The Budge will look at the Samuel Mason, and he will go on him, and he will say, "I need you to introduce you to our clan member. He has arrived."
And so yeah, Sam puts one foot forward and does something of a bell that goes well. It's like halfway between a knight, taking a knee and someone just doing a stage bow. And then he'll, as he does so, he'll just say, "Samuel Mason Spillane, at your service."
Mr. Brooks looks at you, trying to weigh and measure you, like most Ventrue do the first thing they meet anyone. And then he smiles. A smile you see enlarge a little bit bigger, but he seems to be smiling all the time. It's annoying as hell when you watch him closely again and again. However, he smiles at you and says, "Welcome to New York, Mr. Sellane."
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm grateful to have received such a warm welcome. I hope I can do my part to further the future of our fair.
Well, to be honest, I assure you that soon we will have a new board meeting with so many members entering the city the moment I leave. It's intriguing.
Interesting. Well, I certainly won't miss it. Well, I suppose that should go without saying.
Right. Well, I'm sure some of us will fill you out in all the detail of this never sleeping, restless bitch of a city.
Yeah, she certainly doesn't rest easy.
She
Better off.
harbors many different kind of parasites. However, um, normally I do my interviews with new people private. Now I'd love to get you to answer a few questions I ask almost any member who newly arrives in the city. And mostly is that what brings you here? What is it that attracts you to this city?
Well, I've been I've been around for a while now, and my side decided it would be a good time to cut me a bit more loose, see what I can do on my own. I've been in Neonate for a while, but we've been working together quite closely up until now. So I thought I'd try to make a definitive name for myself, as it were. And what better than to help a city that seems to be in a bit of an ailing state right now. It's a shame.
Well, I hope the city accepts your willingness to help as much as it has declined many others.
I'm sure I'll make sure I can't be refused.
Anyway, what? Why have you traveled to Rome? What was the city you went to before this?
Oh, pardon, sorry, I didn't catch that.
Where did you travel from?
Oh, I come from Boston. Not too far away, just a short trip, really.
Do me a favor and leave your size, name, and number. So I might be able to refer to you in case I question loyalty. We are at war, you understand, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, of course. Loyalty to the cause must be secured in such troubling times. I'll pass the name along to you.
Wonderful. The prince is not in our Elysium. Have you met him?
That'd be an ST call, because I haven't done it in scene, but would he? Because I feel like he would have, because he's a Ventrue and he's not stupid.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Unfortunately, I've not had the pleasure yet. I've been able to schedule an appointment, as it were.
Well, no worries. I'm sure he'll get around to it when he needs you.
Of course, I'm
If
sure he's
you
busy.
want, I am happy to introduce you unless Mr. Budge is busy. Mr. Budge is not busy. I refer to him as your harpy and clan member.
Of course, it would be an honor for either of you to introduce me, but I could never impose.
Good. Well, I see we have a long returned guest back within our fold. Mr. Brooks steps towards Mr. LeJours.
Good evening, Mr. Brooks. Good to see you again.
Last time I heard you were captured. Are you doing well?
Much better. I believe stronger for it.
Yes. I understand whatever doesn't kill you would make you stronger, however.
Not necessarily, but this time it did.
Hmm. Oh well, I'm sure you'll rest easy knowing that one of my clansmen has entered the city to assist.
Gwen?
No, I'm referring to someone more esteemed. You'll notice it, you'll hear it when you find out.
I would love to make their acquaintance soon. And I would like to set up a meeting with you sometime if you're going to spend some time in the city.
We will have to make an arrangement.
Should I make it through you, or should I make it through Mr. Budge?
Make it through Mr. Budge. After all, that's what he's there for. No reason to bother me, then.
Sure.
Unless I get voted crime agent, then it's whatever you like.
Alright. It's to be in regard to set up a new coterie in the city. But we can discuss that. Hmm?
I'm happy to hear that you take up the cause of the coterie. I believe there should be more. I understand there are one or two, but I would love to see more coteries. Especially neonates need to join together to make a fist against and during war times. It's
Yes. Hope to see you soon.
we will meet again, I'm sure.
Now, step back.
A union would do us good. But are you quite alright? You said you were captured. Is there anything I can do to assist in your recovery?
No, but I understand. My savior is now captured. So, as I told Mr. Budge, anything I can do, I consider it a life boon. to Miss Monroe. Or at least until I understand what were the circumstances.
I see. Well, I'm sure I'll have the pleasure of meeting this war hero soon. But if you need any assistance, down low, I'm quite adept at that. Although I'm not a fighting man myself.
It
Emily,
was a
Emily
brain
begins
frying
to-
experience.
Emily begins to make her way to the door. Unless
Yes, Miss Emily, I'll be right there with you. Shall we go?
Yes, that is good.
If you don't mind, I'll borrow our Rose for a bit, and then I'll head to the door. After
What a lovely lady.
Rose.
Rose will say goodbye to Mr. Brooks, Mr. Budge, and she'll make sure that the veil and the hood are in place before actually exiting the Elysium.
Mr. Brooks, Mr. Budge, and then I'll walk after Rose.
Mr. Brooks waits until Mr. Mason steps up, since he's been up Mr. Sellane, since he's been forgotten to the name.
Yep. Sam will meet with you and sorry, I didn't quite catch was it your question or was it a statement? Did you say introductions had just been made?
No, he said goodbye to anyone but you. I was wondering if you're going to speak up. That
well,
the
I mean,
least.
Emily will say, I mean, if he directs himself at her, she will bow and say a good night and afford him the proper respects.
James will do largely what he did before when he first met you, but this time instead of saying hello, is saying farewell to his dear elder.
Mr. Sellane, before you leave, if you want to reach me, here's a card. When I give you a card, it's a totally blacked out card with a golden imprinted number. No name, nothing, just that.
Sam slips it in a pocket on the inside of his jacket and says, "Thanks. I suppose we'll be seeing each other again shortly."
Have a nice evening. Mr. Brooks will stay at the Elysium, by the way.
Sam began to make his leave, and when you say have a nice evening, he'll just say, "As you, my elder," and will make his way out of the building.
The Escalade is waiting in front of the Elysium entrance. We're inside.
Okay, then he meets with you on the escalator or whatever.
We will sit in the back. Emily and me are in the back seat. Spillane and Rose are in the middle seats. And we'll go Jim, take us to the restaurant, and Jim will drive us off.
Emily will, on the ride, she'll just look at this new member. She'll just say, "Well, I hope you have a high tolerance for weird shit because you just jumped in the deep end."
Oh, I knew that long before coming to this city, my lady.
And then
When you're at war, word travels fast. In fact, you're at war.
war I can handle.
Emily, let's not scare the new guys. And
It's
then
just a fair warning.
we will head to the restaurant. It's a 3-floor building. We'll step in. We'll go sit at the corner table, the one we were sitting in the previous time. And I'll go, sorry, Mr. Spillane, I just need to show Rose something in the other room, and we'll be right back. And then I'll go with Emily to the cigar lounge. Alright, so here's the thing. You see that picture over there? It was sent and painted by my sire. She sent it as a gift for my return from being captured. And as we looked at this picture, we got suckered into a kingdom of France in the year 1000, around 1000. There was a queen, a very, very good-looking queen, vampire. She sent us to save a princess, a good-looking princess, who was held by a Naga. So right now it's Rose and Emily. We're in the thing.
Good looking Naga?
It was horrible. It's a monster. And it was keeping the princess for sex. I entranced it, and it decided to keep me for sex. And then I did some suspect things on it, and I convinced it that I can leave and come back, and it allowed me to leave, and I did not come back. As we took her back to her mommy, took the princess to her mommy, the queen let us. She took a magic necklace off her neck, and she handed us 4 emeralds, 1 emerald each. And here is my emerald. And I'll put my hand in my pocket, and I'll get the emerald out. And I'll give it. It says bigger than a thumb, and it's very, very well designed. If you have an eye for those things. And I will not hand you the emerald because you may not want to touch it, but I will show it to you. Each one of us has one. We prefer not to go for the premiere, each one for his own personal reasons. Each one has his own reason not to go to the premiere. I just had my brain fried for the last month, and I'm not too interested to have it fried for the next month.
I see.
Emily
Well,
doesn't
I'm
like to get
not a
dissected.
Tremere.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe you know mages. Maybe you've been around long enough to see this shit or to hear something about it.
Let me
And
see.
we are all in the picture. That picture over there, that's us. That's the 4 of us, and that dancing over there, that thing.
I see.
That happened after we came back. And I really appreciate that you don't think we're completely and utter crazy.
It's an
see,
interesting
Although you are
story.
welcome to think we are crazy. I would think
Emily
I'm
hasn't-
crazy.
Emily doesn't say a word, but she does present a similar emerald in her hand. She just shows it and then puts it back in her pocket. And she gives this this look of giving up or being very, very tired as she just looks to Rose and just sits down.
Rose will first activate Face Sight, which allows her to see any kind of magic except undead magic. And she looks at the emerald that Mr. LeJours holds, and she also looks at the painting.
The painting, there's a weird magic. Really weird. You haven't seen before.
I haven't seen it before.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's ancient.
Hmm.
You see
Does
the
it-
time. Like you understand, the magic has resemblance of time.
Time magic?
Mhm.
Not the time sphere from mages. I'm just gonna translate something. You see the sand, like you see the sand watch of the sand of the sand watch.
Yes, I understand. An hourglass.
Yeah, and it's really weird.
Okay, this is not. You said your sire gave it to you?
Yes, it was sent by her ghoul, personally delivered. And when I opened it, we looked at it, and then time slowed down. Slowed down, like everything just slowed down, and then we passed out. And then we woke up in a dancing hall, wearing wearing our knight's armor, and people calling us Knight LeJours and Knights de Comte and Lady Stevenson. Yeah, that kind of.
Interesting. Well, this is not made by one of us. Or at least it has influences from someone else. I can see it. Interesting.
Exactly what do you mean when you can say you can see it?
For some reason, I can. How do you say that? Like some of our kind can see auras.
Of objects.
It's sort of like that.
Wow. A question. Sorry. Warning advice. When I did the Auspex spirit touch on the object, I received a point like a lethal damage. It was like grabbing a taser.
I see. I wonder what would happen. Mr. LeJours, bear with me. Can you look at the painting with your special way of looking at painting so you can tell, maybe see the aura of the object?
Does aura perception work on objects?
Yeah.
A little, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. At least can you activate it?
Yes.
Can you see my aura at this moment? I feel as Mr. LeJours activates his
Perception, empathy, 5 dice. Yes.
as he activates his aura, well,
Not bad.
what was it? Spirit touch? No? The other
No.
one?
Aura perception.
Aura perception, yeah.
Mr. LeJours sees aura of the things, but he does not see aura of the painting. The painting does not have an aura.
Does Rose have an aura?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, Rose has a normal aura. Okay.
And she does not have black veins.
No, at all. Can you just keep an eye on my aura for now? I'm going to try a thing. She takes the gloves off her hands and walks up to the painting. And starting at the frame, and then slowly moving in, she'll use aura absorption on the painting. Which at least LeJours will see that if, well, Amush, what's the difficulty of the roll?
6.
Okay. Aye, that's a fail. So nothing really happens.
One lethal.
Can I soak it?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I
Roll
got
the
lethal, did I
Don't
get
have
anything else?
frost.
Did I get to see anything, or I just got lethal when I just?
You see a weird magic sparkles from Rose.
I soak it.
Yeah, cool. Oh my god, that's a nice roll.
Yeah, I know. Now I have that. Like, I only needed one.
Huh.
Okay, I didn't get to see anything. Let me try again. once again, going for the aura absorption. You didn't see anything changing in her aura, actually. Now you do. Dang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes on the aura absorption. Basically, what LeJours sees is you don't see where it comes from because you can't see the aura of objects, but you kind of see Rose's aura flare up as another aura is almost is sucked into hers. Her aura brights up and then dims down again.
You get a name. Camille. You feel like that Camille did something naughty. And then you get a feeling of Justinian, Emily. You see the faces of Gwen and Emily. And, John LeJours just doing something with the painting, which makes some couple magic things. In your eyes, you see the hourglass is working. And it stops.
Hmm. Do I also receive the 1 damage again, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh great. I like these rolls. I want these rolls when I'm actually fighting.
Yeah.
So, okay, you said you just looked at the painting, right?
Yes.
Interesting. It feels like you did something. Who is Camille?
Camille is my sire.
See.
When I did my spirit's touch, I saw her and I saw she did something naughty.
Mhm.
Which is one reason I don't want to involve the Tremere as well.
I understand.
Because they go crazy when they see somebody doing rituals and things like that.
Everybody roll me perception awareness.
Great.
I have no awareness. Fortunately, talents aren't affected by this shit.
Perception
You can
awareness?
still roll your perception. I'm gonna need to grab my sheet at this
Roll
point.
3 successes anyway.
Sorry, perception awareness?
Awareness, yes, awareness.
Awareness. I just got it.
1,
6
2,
to 1?
3.
It's my perception.
I fail.
Oh yeah, you only fell. I wanted it to be a botch, to be honest. But
Emily and John, you guys felt like you guys didn't feel anything, but you guys just kind of feel like everything gets slower.
No.
Not again. That's literally what Emily will say. She'll just say, "Oh no."
Rose and
Yes.
Samuel, it's weird. Like you felt like a potent power just get activated, and everything kind of slow down. You guys have -1.
I
Dice
still
for
have
all
the
your
face
actions.
sight on.
Yeah, I know. It's like you see from the what was the name of it? The painting. There's this potent power, ancient. It just starts to come up, like it just get activated again, and it's like.
Can I grab it? Or can I stop it? Is there a way that I can absorb it or grab it or do something? Masochist nature here. I want the power.
If I may ask, Sam's not actually where the painting is right now. So would he, with 3 successes, would he be able to sense where his power's coming from?
Yeah,
Like,
it comes from the painting.
Okay, yeah, he begins heading. He kind of he's just he's been leaning back against the wall this whole time, kind of just smoking a cigarette, just waiting for John to show whatever he wants to show Rose, and he just stops smoking for a second. He just kind of looks up, and then he just begins marching rather quickly with a purpose, striding forward towards where this painting is.
Emily stands up and seems as though she's either getting ready to lift something very heavy or she seems as if she's bracing herself for something.
What on earth is going on here?
-2 dice now. It's one and then it's 2. Everything gets more and more slower, guys.
Amush,
We're
my question,
we're
can I
going
grab
back in
it?
time.
Can I
You
do
grab
something? Can I absorb it or something?
You want to grab the painting?
No, I want to grab the power. I want to see if I can stop the power. Push it back.
There's a way for you to absorb auras, but not powers.
I can try. I'm willing to try.
Yeah, you can. You can try. Okay, go and try.
Okay. I don't know. What would I roll? Occult?
Roll the same thing that you rolled for aura absorption.
Okay. I think I'm gonna be so screwed if this works. I'm spending a willpower on this.
Mm-hmm. You have 3 successes.
With the willpower I have 3 successes indeed.
You feel the same things that you felt, but something different this time. Because you absorb the aura, like you shouldn't have felt something different again, but it still's there. It still is there, and you feel like, yes, remember the hourglass that's stopped? It starts now. And I'm sorry, -3 dice now. It's not, it's continuing.
-3 dice on what? Sorry, I'm...
Every action. When I was saying like -1 dice, it was like the
Oh.
time slowing. So you guys are getting slowly and slowly. Everything is slowing.
Okay,
Also,
but
you guys
it
are
worked.
slowing as well. Pardon? No, it didn't work. I'm sorry. You just get the absorbing. And as the storyteller, you guys can try to run away. You guys can try to do what you guys are doing. But I'm sorry. Everything goes black.
Uh-oh.
And then you guys open your eyes. You guys see this lady. Rose is wearing the black. She thinks that she was wearing it closes her eyes. It's like it's the Rose in Dark Ages. Everything that she's wearing is silk. Please don't kill me. The LeJours is again the knight in shining armor. Emily is Emily is the lady in the party, and I'm gonna say the Samuel is also knight in shining armor.
Oh.
My queen, Emily says as she bows with a frown, and she looks extremely pissed off or just very tired. And she just bows and says, "My queen."
Lady Stevenson, it is a pleasure to see you again here. Welcome to Paris. Welcome to Paris again. My queen. Sir LeJours, it is again pleasure to see you.
Pleasure is all mine.
How are you? How are you, Sir LeJours?
I'm good. I hope your daughter is in good health. And I hope
oh my God, LeJours, my daughter is captured again.
This Naga is looking for me, and it's very horny.
What? You mean the beast in the place, the lake?
Yes, is it the same beast?
Yes, yes. She stole my daughter again. She said, "I need someone." He said, "I need someone." The kingdom is in your need again.
Last time I convinced him to like me instead of her, and he's out there looking for me as well.
I can't believe this.
So we're gonna have to kill it, right?
Possibly.
Sam is just looking around, really fucking confused right now.
Sir Spillane? I
I'm gonna have to
presume?
roll self-control, to be honest. Oh, he does, because, you know.
The queen looks at the Samuel and says, "Please hold yourself down. Don't make me and my guards do what is necessary for yourself."
Oh, no, he controls himself, so yes.
No, I know, but you still get angry. You know that you have this. I don't even roll perception and empathy for her because I
It was
never,
more
you know, like.
to avoid rot Shrek than actual frenzy. He was just incredibly confused. And,
Just
yeah,
oh,
scared
and
because he's just been
Amachan,
forced into an alternate reality.
as you almost forgot last time, this person we're talking to has an appearance of about 6, I think.
Yes.
So, if anything, it really sticks out. She's really beautiful.
LeJours, Sir LeJours, who is this lady near you, and who's this new guy near you? Who's this new sir near you? You haven't introduced me.
This is my good friend Rose, and my new friend Sir Spillane. Rose.
Sir Spillane from the Netherland, and Lady Rose from
Lady Rose. Rose?
She's
No,
from
me?
far, far away.
Galaxy from far, far away.
Rose, you are from.
By the way, guys, everybody know how to speak French at this time.
Well,
This is
actually, yes,
Rose
I
of.
can
This
speak
is
French
Rose of
out
New
of
York.
character or in character
okay.
as well.
This
So, like,
is Lady Rose of New York.
where is New York? I never heard this place before.
If we were to take a boat and head west, there's a whole bunch of islands there. They have their own little city, and she's from there.
Is it a Muslim belief of yours?
I think they're more animist.
Okay. So, LeJours, are you gonna say my daughter again?
Of course.
She nods. So please be on your way and bring my daughter back. And when you guys come back, I will give the best night in your life as celebration.
Thank you, my lady. Is there? Do you know if there is other of our kind, other kindred, in this world, in this area?
Do not call yourself something that you are not. We are Canaanites, LeJours.
Canaanites. I prefer that. Much prefer that. Thank you, my lady. Is there other Canaanites in this world with us?
She looks around. I don't see anybody at the moment, LeJours. I'm sorry.
Emily, we'll just scooch over to Sam and just say, "I'll explain in a moment."
That would be
Nice.
appreciated.
And say, shall we head to the armory?
Yes, please be on your way and save my daughter.
Thank you, my lady. And I'll walk back to the armory. I hope they have KY in this fucking armory.
What?
I'll need a fucking bucket of KY this time. In case I...
No, the armor like you guys see last time. Nothing new.
Here we go again.
If we say no to her, if we refuse anything, she will use some sort of presence or dominate power and convince us to support her. Which is what
Who is
happened
she?
last time. I prefer to move before we get convinced.
Who is she exactly?
She's the queen of the place. We can go and ask her what clan and what she does, and probably some elder or Misusila or whatever these people do. Or she might just
Ambush,
be
is
an
there a
illusion.
roll that I can make for that?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the roll?
Intelligence kindred lore.
Yay, I have that!
I have that too. How much kindred lore I have?
What is it with
Hmm.
fairy tales? Isn't it like everything is repeated 3 times? Something like get rescued the first time, or gets captured the first time, then the second time, then the third time it's.
I think there is a reason why this painting has been made in this fashion, with this specific place to go to.
And her daughter keep getting kidnapped, and she doesn't really need us. She's strong enough. She could have done this to that monster. What I've
I
done.
think your sire has a reason for this, Mr. LeJours.
When I called her, all she kept telling me is stop having orgies with the Tremere.
Hmm.
Can I roll Camarilla intelligence on this?
It's not Camarilla intelligence, but like kindred intelligence kindred lore.
I have kindred 1.
Okay, roll, no problem.
I have 1 success only because shitty roll.
4944.
Before.
Oh, I have specialty book knowledge though. I forgot that.
That's why I was actually going to give you more. The so everybody has 1 except Rose has 2. With 1 success, you guys heard a powerful Toreador, really powerful Toreador, which was self-proclaimed Queen of Paris. And Rose, would know before French's villain was the Queen, the Prince of Paris. There was another prince in Paris,
Oh.
and she was really beautiful, white hair, and her daughter was keep missing.
You know, I'm starting to hate that daughter already. If it's Paris Hilton that you're pulling up on a picture, I'm gonna scream at you.
Who?
Paris Hilton?
Out of character, it's not.
No, of course not. I'm not really Paris Hilton for anything.
Emily begins to arm herself as she did last time. So,
Okay.
she just looks at Rose. See, this is the kind of, this is why I'm having a hard time at the moment. She just says, and this is why I get a little tired, and I'm a little on edge. It's because of shit like this. And she just puts her hands out and just parades around to this room with this medieval armory, and she just shrugs, puts her arms out, and just does. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Was her daughter a Kenite?
She looked human.
And so we'll head to the armory, pick up some plate, pick up a shield.
Okay.
Shield makes difficulty +1 for them to hit us.
Yeah,
The
and
plate has armor 2 or 3.
3.
It
So please, write in the chat what do you guys take. Like write at the chat what do you take from the armory.
and none of our equipment came with us, right? We completely.
Yeah, lose them when you come back.
Plate mail. Bastard. Shield.
There's crossbows and stuff like that as well. And what does Rose take?
Is there extra spare blood?
Yes.
Yeah, they bring blood.
Awesome. Then I'll take I don't know, enough blood to keep me going for a while. How much can I take?
They will say like if you guys need more, we will bring more.
I'm pretty much still full since yesterday. I just lost one this morning. But I
New
will boost
rules.
some
You always
stats.
start with enough blood.
I will boost dexterity. I'll boost stamina too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll boost strength too.
Like they even offer like if you guys want, we can get something from the like normal human. We can bring normal humans.
Oh no, God.
I get to choose equipment. That's cool.
So basically, can I
We're
feed up to my maximum blood right now, and then
Yeah, you guys can do that. Like like just like that. You guys can like
okay.
boost your stats to be, and then they will bring more and more blood.
Jesus fuck. Okay, in that case, why not go full ham? Going for everything
Yeah.
at 5, guys. I'm cool with that.
Emily
Yeah,
comes
same.
over.
Um,
Emily is wearing a leather armor at this point, and she comes over to, and she just says, "I know this is all weird. This happened to me yesterday, and now it's happening to me again. I don't know what this is. That's what we're trying to find out, so we can hopefully stop it. But right now, we need to go."
what this is tampering with an extremely powerful artifact beyond our understanding. How did you get out of here before?
We had to save her daughter, and what I did is I entranced this Naga, and then I convinced him that. Well, when I entranced the Naga decided to kidnap me instead of the daughter. When I checked its aura, it was extremely horny, and I convinced it that I'll leave and come back later, and now this is later. So our disciplines work on it, and I don't think that this thing will go away. If we kill it and we get sucked in again, I think it will still be here. But that's just, I don't know.
Well, let's see what we can do.
I don't think we're meant to kill that thing, so be aware. And so we'll go with the guards. I guess they'll send us to the edge of their sphere of guard.
You guys go to the forest again, and you guys can see the lake.
Here.
My
The
butt will clench.
guards will look at you and like, it was really good what you have done, and we expect the same results again, Mister the Sir LeJours.
I had a question. How did he take her? Did she go back herself, or did he sneak in, or?
We have no idea, sir.
Yes. Thank you. We will walk to the lake. I will walk to the lake.
Now, does anybody follow LeJours?
Sure. He knows the way, apparently.
As Emily follows. She'll just say, "Okay, this thing, it's like a big snake water thing. It comes out of the water, and it's ugly, and I think it hits like a fucking."
I'm aware of what
Honorary
a Naga is, at least by legend. If you ask me, this all seems to be more equivalent to some Arcadian trick.
Yeah.
You guys see the lady, and looks. Ah, Sir LeJours, you're back again.
And you're kidnapped again.
Yeah, I'm kidnapped again. I'm sorry.
History
I
repeats.
feel like Mario Brothers.
Pardon?
Nothing. It's just a guy who's in the habit of saving his girlfriend several times a day.
So what are you gonna do? Like, should I come with you now?
If possible. Before, how did he kidnap you again?
Yes.
You come to my room and take me.
Did he do anything to you yet? Any Did he lay his hand on you yet?
The lady looks surprised and says, "A lady should not talk about her virginity about another night. I'm sorry."
Well, it's not that question. How long have you been here?
For 2 nights. For 1 night.
And the previous time?
The previous night, it was 1 night again.
You've never been kidnapped for more than 1 night?
Yes, 1 night and 1 night. The first night you have saved me. Second night you have come around again and saved me again.
Have you-
And somebody arrives
Ugh.
from the water. "Ah, my darling has arrived again. So we're gonna have some fun tonight."
I never got your name.
"My name is Ogren."
Ogren?
Yes, Ogren.
As
Can
I
we make
promised
a
you,
comment?
I'll
Can
come
we
back.
ignore that?
What's what's your race? You seem a unique seem to possess a unique set of weapons and armor. What race are you?
I am... I don't know, I just born like this.
Oh my god. Amush, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait a minute.
You know the sea creatures Naga, but it's like it's just something that you read in the books. Like it does not exist. The book said they don't exist, but you just see in front of your eyes, you see the same description.
An occult book says that they don't exist.
Yeah.
Wow.
This whole place doesn't exist. I'm going to get ass raped by a creature that doesn't exist.
Activating my Tesseria 1 just for the sake of it, because, always handy.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Sam doesn't believe any of this is actually real or happening, so...
Oh, and activating.
it's not
Oh,
your
no, I
ass on
still
the
have the
line.
face side on.
Everywhere is magical.
This guy, is he like, does he radiate some kind of magic, like Fey magic or arcane magic, or even?
Everywhere is magical.
Yeah, but what kind of magic, sweetheart?
Ancient. You
The
haven't
same
seen.
as with the picture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, same coming from the guy.
His aura is still horny, I guess.
You see that this is a supernatural, but nothing more. With you need 2 successes to see if he's horny or not.
Sam takes a step forward and asks, "Why are you so desperate to take this lady in particular?"
He's not.
I am not. I just want someone. Like really, LeJours is Sir LeJours is fine as well.
I'll try and speak in English. Does it come out in English?
Yeah, it does.
I will say to Rose, do you have any talents or skill that can slow things down a bit?
Slow things down a bit. I can make him not see us.
Then let's
And then-
make our escape with this.
And then do you want to run or do you want to take it down?
It's not about the creature, I think. It's about you and your sire and the painting.
Just turn it into the Tremere. They're far
Yeah,
better
why
equipped to deal
not?
with this than the rest of
If
us.
they get absorbed by it, that's not our problem, is it? No, that's mean.
He'll have the tools to deal with this. From what I hear, you've already been dragged in here twice. There's no point in repeating history for a third time. Now, let us make our escape with this princess.
Alright, I'll try and talk it out, and if it doesn't work out, blind it, and then make a dash.
Sam begins backing off at this point. He will try
Emily
to
will,
grab
will
the fair lady's attention,
yeah.
and will just kind of whisper, "Come with me." He just kind of has a slight kind of a cheeky smile on his face, as if they're about to pull something.
She just looks at the James and smiles and comes with James. And the creature was like, "Oh, where's he taking her? Where's he taking my love?"
My dear Naga, it's me you're interested in. I get very jealous when you look at that
I was
woman.
hoping to have you both.
Why?
I can't answer that question.
Why not?
I get
Why can't
jealous.
you answer?
I know, I understand why, because he's a man, but I also get very jealous when she's around. And I think I'm prettier. And you like me a lot more than her. Now,
Yes.
I'm hoping my entrancement still works, but it probably does. It seems to.
It does.
And where can I go and prepare?
Prepare for what?
To clean up, to wash up, to... Where do you sleep?
I sleep in the water.
And where can I go and prepare before I join you in the water?
Right here, or wherever you want. The lake is big.
I'll try and do the Auspex 4.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Intelligence. Subterfuge.
Against his perception.
You entered his mind, and now you need to roll manipulation. Subterfuge. It's difficulty 3.
Manipulation, subterfuge, symbol. Oh. Okay, 3 successes.
Okay. What do you give? What do you plant his mind?
Plant in his mind that I will need some time. That I'll need some time alone,
Mm-hmm.
and that it's common to wait until it's dark for humans.
And he just Rose and LeJours and Emily will see. He just nods to LeJours. "I'm waiting for you at the night, LeJours," and he goes back to the water.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Now. No, get the fuck out. And I'll just start walking.
As
Mentally
ultimately, Emily will just say, well, at least it's always something that's just as dumb as those monsters in fairy tales. This whole thing is a fairy tale somehow. I don't know why. I don't know what the hell's going on.
No one told me they had big dicks and fairy tales.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, my lady, are you alright? As he just says to the princess, he's assuming.
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
And then we'll step back to the lines.
You guys will go back to castle?
Yep.
Many guys go back to the castle. The queen will hold a huge celebration in the Sir LeJours' honor, who has saved the princess twice now, and her companions, the Lady Rose, Lady Stevenson, and Mr. Samuel Mason, the Sir Samuel Mason, and When the celebration ends, you guys find yourself in the LeJours' restaurant again, and we will continue our scene when you got with you guys in the restaurant.
Yeah, so presumably reality twists and warps
Yes.
as this fantastic evening comes to a close, which Sam is still pretty reserved in, as he still has no idea what's going on. He just spent an hour out in the woods, talked to a monstrosity, and then left with a very attractive young lady.
Then
So
he had
he
a whole
was
bunch
still-
of attractive young ladies.
Yeah, and the whole time he was looking for flaws, for like static, almost like as if his brain were plugged into the Matrix, looking for bugs in the system to see if there's any trick to this illusion, but no. And he shakes his head, just shrugging off the dizziness, as it's quite disorienting having reality twist around you so much in one evening.
Emily
Okay, I
looks
think we
around.
can-
Checks her pockets if there's anything that she didn't have when this began.
Emily, you find your emerald there,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't feel the emerald was warm when you first take it, but not. It's not. It's like a normal cold emerald.
She won't mention that at this point. She'll just look around. To have a quick look at the painting. Is
The
there
queen-
anything changed?
Yeah. Now it has rose as well.
Does it has Spillane?
Pardon?
Does it have Samuel?
Yeah, it has Samuel and Rose.
And does it still have the Count?
Justinian, it has Justinian.
Okay, everybody.
Yeah.
And she did not give us anything new this time.
No.
No. What about if does Sam have anything on him that he did not have before?
No.
No. Okay, that's pretty expected for him.
I pull out the emeralds.
Your emerald is still hot. It's weird.
Everything is the same.
Yeah.
We all have our emeralds.
Yes.
Nothing changed.
The something changed for Emily, but Emily doesn't mention that. So.
Sam, when he becomes less disoriented, he looks around and puts his hand on the shoulder of the nearest person he sees, which will probably be Emily, to see if they're okay. He says, "Emily, are you okay?"
I will be. Hopefully. I'm getting more and more close to agreeing with you. We should probably lock us away and give it to the Tremere or something. She
It's
picks
to
up
see
her
what's-
emerald, looks at it. She'll just. Can any of you see anything different with it?
Activating, or still have face sight activated. Do I see anything special about the emerald, or maybe a link towards the painting?
The emerald does not give anything.
And the painting, did that change?
The painting looks off. It's like a TV on, TV off.
So it needs to. Are you saying that before I saw the magic, now it's gone?
The magic is gone now. Yes.
Okay.
Of the emerald and the painting.
The emerald didn't have anything to begin with, but the painting is now. So she'll walk up to the painting right now, looks at it. Okay, it's gone now. We can look at it now. It's safe for a while, I guess. She once again ungloves her hand and uses again that aura absorption, because who knows, maybe I can get something different from it now that the magic is gone.
Before you do that, can I get in the way before you do that? Because if Sam sees you motioning towards the painting again, he's going to stop you because you just got thrown back in time or sent into a fairy tale. He doesn't know what happened, and
The
Right.
painting is not radiating magic right now. It's turned off.
Well,
But,
he does not know that he can do. He can try to stop Rose if he wants to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
sure, you
he's
can.
he says, if I may, I believe we've tampered
You
with
may
this object
not.
enough for one evening.
You may
He's,
not. Now step aside.
he's not moving. Actually, no, he'll say, then you may do what you will, but I'll not involve myself with this any further. I advise that you take it to the Tremere. And he leaves.
Okay.
And she will take the next step forward now and touch the painting again with her hands and absorbs it, or uses the aura absorption again.
You know the aura absorption takes the aura, right? This
Mhm.
painting, no, it still stands. It's really weird. Like that, like whenever you take it, it just emerges again, and you feel the same things that you felt. But this time you also add yourself and the Samuel to
Mhm.
the story that you heard, and the sire being naughty.
Hmm. How long has your sire been around, Mr. LeJours?
She can't be that long.
Like, how old is she? Do you know this?
Um, I left it
She's
open for
an
the Steam
Ancilla.
character,
Ancilla. She's a Toreador Ancilla, but European style Ancilla.
which is stronger than ours.
Could it be possible that she was around in the time that this prince was around in Paris?
She wouldn't be an Ancilla. Who's that old? European Ancilla, but still, that's
Did she told you to do anything with this painting when
no,
she gave it to you?
no. She. When I called her after, she refused to give me more information on it.
Mhm. And I assume that she is a loyal member of the Camarilla?
As loyal as European Ancillas are, the higher they go up the rank, the more crazy they get. But uh, the his emerald is not giving energy anymore. I think that thing is fed. The emerald is feeding the picture.
Hmm. Emerald seems to be on mundane.
Unless the emerald gets energy back tomorrow, we'll find out. Gets resharp somehow.
Well, you could give it to the Tremere, but I would definitely advise to not leave it hanging around in the open. I would cover it up with a blanket
Do
or
you,
something at
do you
least.
have do you have any mage friends?
If I have any contacts in the Society of the Magi, well, I do know a few of them, but I wouldn't call them friends. They are acquaintances, and they are difficult to deal with.
Well, your call. Do you think it's easier or harder to deal with them than Tremere?
I think it's harder to deal with them than with the Tremere.
That's rough.
In a different way, though.
You mean they don't trust us?
Hmm.
By as much as we don't trust Tremere. Or I don't, anyways.
Well, just at
The,
this point, I'm a little. I really just don't want to go back to that thing.
Is there any way we can read about what are the powers and danger of Nagas, even if they don't exist?
I can do some research on that, yes. I'll do that. I'll also do some research on the function and nature of emeralds.
And paintings?
See if I can look into that prince a bit more. Should be a Toreador.
The Queen.
Yes. I think that's a start. If you want to have one of the Tremere check it out. I would advise to leave it here. Not because I necessarily don't trust the Tremere, but because we are involved in this now. We all are, whether we like it or not. If they tuck it away, then they tuck a part of us away. And I, for one, am not a huge fan of that.
Okay.
But that's an advice. If you
So
prefer to not look at the painting again, by all means, bring it over to them. I'm sure they'll be happy to accept it and study it.
So you're saying until further notice, until whereas actually some of us or some part of us is inside the painting.
I don't know, but it might be. We at least are attached to it now, since it holds our appearances. Now,
What's to
Queen.
say that we're a part of a painting simply because our images are within it?
You have
It could have
left.
simply been a
Sorry.
trick.
Sorry, you've left.
No, he's standing off to the side.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I typed it in chat, sorry. I changed my mind. I was like, wait, no, why would he be outside? Then he can't hear you and he can't partake in the discussion. No, he just kind of washed his hands of the situation for a bit to cool off. And has just been kind of weighing off and listening to you the whole time. Just so, he's not going in blind.
Well, what makes you think that you are not a part of this deal?
Well, isn't that stating guilty until proven innocent? What is the substantial evidence here?
The fact
Sure.
that your figure is on the painting means that for some reason it has made a connection with us. It has sucked us in its story. I think that says enough. I cannot thoroughly explain why, and I'm not saying that the painting can do weird things with you at the moment or anything. Well, at the moment it doesn't do anything. It's charging. I'm just saying that there is a link between you and the painting now because it knows what you look like.
I have no problem with supposed link, if one exists. If it is not dangerous or harmful, I have
Okay, my turn.
no problem with this. I would rather it simply be sent off a Tremere, so this supposed link, if it is there, can be deciphered and disconnected, as I have no wish to be part of this game.
And I would be happy to involve the Tremere in this research. However, if we leave it off at the Tremere, that will give us no further angle to look into it ourselves, and I, for one, would prefer to be able to look into this as well.
Well then, if I may ask, who is interested in looking into this object, considering the trouble it has caused us so far? And he kind of just waits for everyone's response to gauge their general curiosity. He already knows it. He already knows Rose's answer, of course, as she has stated her intent. But he just stands a bit more straight, more stoically now, with his hands behind his back, but much more recognizably Ventrue at this point.
Well, to be honest, I mean, part of me wants to bury it and never have this happen again, but part of me wants to know what exactly is happening and why it's happening, so we can hopefully, somehow, maybe, stop it.
And the Tremere are best equipped to deal with that, which is why I advise sending it off to them. I do not need to know why. All I need is that the
I
connection.
thought Ventrue and Tremere were like rivals. But anyways.
You see Sam frown at that assertion, and he just says, "I do not believe that is true. I prefer needless rumors to not be spread around." The Tremere pillar of our Camarilla.
As are all of our clans.
I do not need to see the need for such fear and mistrust. They're talented in this area. Why not make use of it? I understand the risk that it shuts off the avenues for us, but to be frank, we do not have many avenues ourselves. They do.
Well, I disagree with you.
I do too.
May I have some reason?
Well,
I beg your
let's say
pardon?
they have methods of helping us. What's the price for that help? Control. And I don't really want the Tremere controlling me or owing the Tremere any more than I already do, so yeah.
I believe they'd be disconnecting us from this artifact. So it'd be ceding control of the artifact, but we'd be regaining control of ourselves in the process if our hypotheses are correct.
Well, you're more than free to do so, Mr. Spillane.
Pardon?
You're more than free to walk out and not have to deal with anything regarding this painting. And me, for one, I would really like the help and assistance of the Tremere. I just disagree on bringing this to them to keep it in their vaults. If you have a problem with this, you are more than welcome to bring this up to your probably newly chosen Primogen. That you had a disagreement with the Bruja Primogen, and I'm sure he will take it up with me then.
All I care about is that this artifact cease to have impact on my own life. I care little whether the Tremere keep it in their vaults or not. All I wish for is their assistance in the matter.
Then I think we agree.
Sam just kind of looks at you, kind of with an eyebrow raised. Kind of do we?
Well,
We both require the assistance of Clan Tremere, not their takeover. So we agree. You said so yourself.
No, I simply stated I wish for their assistance. To take over or not is not my concern. I believe that is where our minds differ, as similar though they may be. Regardless, I believe the region would be interested in hearing about this regardless.
The Regent is interested in hearing a great many deal of things.
And if it is no trouble, I shall inform him of this discovery, considering it has happened twice already. As he kind of gives a bit of a deadpan, snarker kind of smile.
I'm sure he would be
As it
delighted.
stands, the primogen of Clan Toreador is also the primogen of Clan Ventrue, and I am the whip of Toreador, also the whip of Clan Ventrue. As it is, I am your superior in the clan, and you are...
I believe that the whip is a clan-specific title. It has no bearing on my own clan.
Yes, the primogen of Clan Toreador is currently the primogen of Clan Ventrue because you do not have one, and it's been assigned to us.
No, this isn't. As a matter of fact, this is true. In the previous Primogen Council, it was discussed that until the clans had sufficient numbers and have a Primogen of their own, their guidance would be provided by the Primogen of the other clans that did have, so that none would be left out in decisions that were made.
Guidance I appreciate, but not a disruption of clan sovereignty.
Excuse me? Disruption of?
Clan sovereignty. He's basically saying he will not have clan independence threatened.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with clan sovereignty. This is the operational question.
Mm-hmm. He just kind of just ahas you again, kind of giving you that deadpan snarker grin.
Anyway, we can discuss politics all we want, but that's, to be honest, even I think that's dull at some point. I can focus my mind on other things and better things. Mr. LeJours, it is your painting. You get to decide in the end what happens to it.
I agree. This seems like the smartest choice.
I'll prefer to study it for further.
Very well. Is there any one of you with academic knowledge besides myself?
I do not deal in the occult, if that is what you're suggesting, no. I believe you'd be far more educated in that area than I.
No, I can assist with general knowledge. I'm a bit of a cerebral interest. i.e. IQ 3.
If anyone can find more knowledge on Paris during that time, its prince, this princess, the Nagas in general, or ancient forms of magic, that will be greatly appreciated. I think I will see the Tremere Primogen soon, and I will discuss matters with him and see who is most equipped in his clan to assist us in this situation. Of course, with your permission, Mr. LeJours, as this is your domain and your painting.
We came to you for help, so whatever you feel like doing, it's your goal. My only thing is I prefer to have some knowledge before heading to the Tremere.
I will see what I can dig up.
I suppose it depends on how savvy your negotiating skills are. I'm sure you can work out a fine deal. After all, this is a powerful artifact, no? I'm sure it wouldn't come without a price if you wish to give it to them. Or even if they wish to study it.
Cannot be that powerful. It was drawn by a Camarilla, by a Toreador and Sellane.
Are you so certain that is true?
Yeah, I know she drew it.
No, but the power behind it.
Hmm?
The power
The
behind
power
it doesn't seem
behind
very
it is
potent.
not. The power behind it is not of one of ours. I can tell you that much.
Which is where its value would stand. But I'm of course but an ignorant in this area, am I not? I could not tell you its value, even if I spent decades trying to learn its secrets.
We all have our own specialty.
Well, this has been an interesting evening, if nothing else. I can see why Miss Stevenson there had such an adverse reaction to my desire for excitement. If this is what happens on a regular basis.
And it's your first
Hopefully
day.
not, but still.
First, well, I've been in the city for a few days already. Mainly just the moving in, preparation, setting up a proper haven, and getting my assets settled. My apologies, Miss Stevenson, I've interrupted you.
No, it's gotta be rough, but you seem to be dealing fairly well with it. That's always something.
Well, I've never dealt with something quite as absurd, but I've dealt with worse. The situation appeared to diffuse itself quite quickly.
For now, yeah. But if it is as powerful as some people here might suggest, we might just be having round one right about now, and we may not even have an idea of what's going to happen next. For
Well,
what we
man,
know, entire New York could be turned into a fairy tale land, and we have to go. I don't know. I'm a little. It's been a long few days, few nights, this last time. Um, and she looks at Rose at this point and just, by the way, I need to speak with you, Rose.
I understand.
Okay, so do you need to have your own private space?
She just, after a little while, she just nods and just looks. Is there a back room or something?
There's the cigar lounge.
All right. She will just.
We will just leave. Like, I'll leave. Actually, we are in the cigar lounge. I'm leaving the cigar lounge. I'll say, Mr. Spillane, should we give them some space?
of course. I should probably be taking my leave. It was nice meeting you all.
That's really
I'm
good.
sure we'll get to know each other better in coming nights.
Yeah.
This was the most unexpected bonding session.
Yeah, I'll hope we can meet under normal circumstances next time. Again, as she just rubs her face for the 10th or 20th time tonight.
Well, I'm sure if you want to find me, you'll find me hanging around Hell's Kitchen. I'll be seeing if I can set something up there myself. But, anywho, I'm glad to see that you're all okay at least. Considering the swap in time reality or whatever it was, I would have figured worse would have happened to us, but it seems that we all lived it just fine. So I'll take my leave if I am permitted.
Goodbye.
As Rose and Emily are left to themselves, Emily was just, you know, this 2 nights in a row is one thing, but I don't know if you know, but Luigi's is gone.
I had not heard. Do you know what happened?
You were trying to. Another frustrating thing. We were trying to get the Great Danton
Mm-hmm.
at a show and surprise him, but lots of things went wrong, and there was a room we were supposed to be in, me and Blimey. We couldn't get inside. I mean, we tried to get with it was like we were pushed back somehow. Then he found us, and then he more or less taunted me that I was
You were pushed back.
yeah, that he more or less killed Luigi. I lost it, and at that point, Emily will just very very slowly and a bit hesitantly. Well, you know, I'll you're my primogen. I mean, it's my decision, and you know, I never got to talk to Luigi about that, but and you'll see that from her pant or outside of her pants will come a tail, essentially. It looks as though it's a not necessarily like a tiger's, but it's not like a dog or a wolf's tail, but it's more of a cat's tail. She'll just and then this happened. It's been a long couple of days.
I can imagine that you feel very,
Yeah.
upset. Just losing your clanmate like that. Then this, and then the painting.
Yeah. And apparently, rumor has it that James Mercy is gone too.
It would seem to take him quite a blow then.
Yeah.
I will discuss this in the Primogen meeting as soon as we have it. It's important to let everyone know.
Yeah, I told Budge he didn't know either, which is a little concerning because I thought I was one of the last people to know about that, but oh well.
Any idea why? How we lost Mr. Mercy?
I don't know. I heard it from Justinian. He had heard something about him getting attacked or something. I don't know.
It's great, don't talk
I
as
know.
well.
I'm not gonna like cry and need help or something. It's just you asked me why I looked a little off or a little. There's another thing. That dancing idiot made me. He did the jinx on me, and it's kind of hard for me to. Yeah. Wait, do you know about that?
No.
As of right now, I cannot drink blood.
Aye. At all?
Nope. What I can do is I can eat ash, essentially. And it does, after having fucking eaten it for like an hour or so, for God only knows how long, and tasting that crap, it does give me some substance. I'm able to wake without feeling too distraught, but it doesn't make me feel all that well. And well, I'm not the first one. Justinian had it done to him, and someone else as well. He says it's that Danton idiot. He says the same thing every time. He just points at you, and then he says, "You will only eat ash," and then it just happens, and you can't do anything. The others had to Tremere remove it, and I've heard that. Well, I talked with a Tremere, and she said for 2 minor boons, I would have it removed from me, but I don't know. It's not that bad, not yet anyway. But I'm really hoping that it passes in time. But you know, I if it is some sort of discipline, some of our disciplines disappear in time, right?
Some of them do. Curses can disappear over time as well. As long as it's doable for you, but be careful. If at some point you wake up and you discover that it's no longer doable, then it might be too late. We have no use for you running around in a hunger frenzy.
I'm trying to ration whatever I do. So just rely on myself and not do anything that strains myself at the moment.
Very well.
But you're right. You're right. But I'm not actually that hungry, to be honest. Maybe it's the
Oh,
taste
that's
of that
good.
fucking ash, but I'm eating a lot of it, but it doesn't it's not like I'm just out of my mind hungry. It's actually just doesn't feel right. It just tastes awful.
Hmm. What do we know of this great Danton?
He was a Sabbat who was supposed to go with two of his wife and some other guy, and they were supposed to go to Boston and cause trouble, but we surprised them, Limey and some of the others, and myself. We killed his wife and killed the other one, but he got away.
So it was revenge that he was after.
Yeah, and he's killing people one by one, so maybe I'm next, who knows.
He disappeared.
Yeah, but wait a minute. He disappeared, and he did say something about he only wanted to the person who killed his wife. He said that at the hotel when we were there to stop him.
Hmm.
He said he
Then,
wanted the one who killed his wife, and if he did that, he'd leave. He said the same thing to Justinian at the playground some time ago.
I see. Well,
And if
then
I
either
don't,
he is dead or...
thing is, I was there. Where we, I was present when his wife died, and James was the one who killed her.
Still, we have to make an effort to at least track him down.
Yeah, but if he just wanted the person who killed his wife, why not just kill James the first thing? Why stay for weeks in the city?
Maybe he was trying to find out all that he could. Having knowledge of your enemy helps you to set a foolproof trap.
Yeah. Right. Have you spoken to Ghost?
Not in a while now.
I met her not too long ago.
Did she have anything new?
I'm not sure. She seemed to be very cautious. She was following me, but I spotted her, and we talked a little. But she was evasive, and
Guys, I have to go because I have a 45-minute drive ahead of me.
Aye.
as to she
I'll leave
really
the scene going.
yeah. Oh, you wanted me to hit it?
No, no, it's fine. You
Evan,
can continue.
yeah, she will just, I'll call you as soon as possible. I need to get back now. I'll talk to you later. All right, Ross?
That is fine. Emily, take care of yourself, okay?
I'll try. Emily will then just spend a couple of moments to fix her tail, literally, as she begins to leave the place.
Uh, at this moment, we end our broadcast. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Hope to see everybody soon. And